to
What kind of
rainbow, like a rainbow, iridescent color.
what else do you see or feel?
There's a lot of energy in my body.
Describe that energy for us, please.
It's been coming in for a long time.
Yeah, just let it all out.
Coming in.
What is becoming this energy? Okay, I call in all the guides and all the archangels that could help her physical body to experience that energy.
It's okay, I'm okay. I just needed to feel it.
It almost feels like giving birth.
It's been coming in. It's been coming in since the meditation.
Mm-hmm.
My body's been twitching ever since you were doing the meditation. It's really beautiful energy. Just, I can barely speak.
Okay, just relax. Just experience. Just let it flow through you. Is this energy wanting to share something with us? Or is it just to feel it?
I don't know what it was. I had to. I knew it was coming in when you were speaking the meditation. I knew it was coming in. I kind of had a word with my higher self and my guides as you were speaking. I said, is this going to be too much for me? And they said, you just need to relax because you're ready for this. You're ready to feel this. And they just gave me a little bit of a pep talk as you were speaking and said, you just need to feel this. It's okay. We've got you. You just need to relax and allow yourself to feel this. I don't know what it is yet. I feel like the colors that I saw as I was coming down into the space were connected to the new earth energies, the new earth. I feel like this energy's got something to do with what needs. It's almost like it's almost a combination of the pain that needs to be released from the earth, that at the same time is the love that needs to come into the earth. It's both.
Just release that.
Just one and the same.
Just move through that energy and move through these colors. just release anything that needs to be released. Tell me about it.
It's like it's like waves of like the shadow, the darkness that when they're felt they turn into the iridescence. It's like the pain that needs to be felt to allow that new earth light in, that new energy in. It's such a contrast, but it's completely entwined. It's,
Just feels like you know, when a child is being born and it also causes pain to a mother that gives birth, and then this beautiful new
yes.
human being comes out of the womb and is I just have this feeling like is this the birth of new earth?
It's like it's like contractions. Yeah, it's like
So how can we assist today to help this birth process today?
it's like what needs to be acknowledged is that the pain has to be felt and seen. And each time we feel it and see it, like this pain that is being observed and felt, it has to be felt. The reason why you're all feeling it is because you have to, because on the other side of it is just like there's no words to describe how beautiful the energy that's coming in is. There's no preparation. There's nothing that when that new energy hits the earth is there's no way to describe the level of ecstasy that is going to be felt. But to do that, we have to go through this painful part. And it's going to get really painful. And it is just like we are experiencing collectively Gaia's birthing process. And we have to. We're here to do this. And the light workers that are feeling this so strongly like right now, they chose to do this. They are the beings that are capable of handling these energies. They're here to do this. They have to know how powerful they are. That they can hold that. They can hold the pain. That's what they came here to do.
It's so interesting, but some of the light workers are really struggling with all that pain. So
Because they've forgotten who they are. They've forgotten the choice that they made to come here to do that, to transmute these energies. They are the ones that have to do this because they are capable of holding both the energies of the new earth and the old earth. They have to see it.
So, what are those movements meaning that, Nina is feeling, certainly feeling that really, really strongly right now?
She's she's feeling that it's like it's like contractions of
Yeah.
of Gaia. But it's like Gaia's contractions. But it's also this energy of the earth flowing through her as she releases any of the density that has stopped her from knowing that she is one of these beings that is here to she's alchemizing both energies.
Wow.
In her body.
So, what can all the light workers do, and Nina as well, to let's say easier go through that birthing process full of contractions? You said you feel
They
the
need to
pain.
they need to remember who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's time for more of them to remember who they are. And why they came here. They came here to do this. There's so many people and so many of these light workers have forgotten who they are and why they came here. They're so caught up in the duality of it all. They're so caught up in the drama, third dimensional drama, and they're not connecting enough with their heart. They're not connecting enough with Gaia. She needs us just as much as we need her. That's why we're here. And she's calling for us to stand with her. She's crying out for us to stand with her. She needs us. We need to get out of the drama of what we're seeing because we know it's not real. We know it's just an inverted, imposed version of reality. So the light workers need to step out of that reality, because you know it's not real, and stand with Gaia. She needs you. She's calling for you to stand with her and remember who you are. It's all in your heart. Sit with her. Be with her. Be present with her. Be present with your heart. This is what you're here to do. Stop paying attention to the game. You're more than that. You're more than the game.
Yeah. We're certainly more than the game. Are there any steps that we need to take? So we as human beings sometimes really have challenges to, to sit down and to connect. And of course, there are events or, certain people meet each other and, let's say, activate each other. But is there anything that you could share? How we can do that, sit down and connect to the heart. I know it's easy, but for some it's not.
Yes. What I'm getting is that there's a surrendering that needs to take place. Surrendering to the lunacy of what is being played out on the world stage. We need to surrender to the fact that it is going to become completely ridiculous. And it already is completely ridiculous, but it's going to get more ridiculous. But we need to see that as the positive thing that is. The more ridiculous it becomes, the more we wake up. The more humans will wake up. Part of the pantomime has to get so ridiculous so that those few that do still need to wake up will. And we need to see that dark, what we're observing as that dark energy is part of this light. So the more you resist what is occurring, the more you fight it, the more challenge you find within yourself, the more fear that you allow in from observing all that is going on. The more you're resisting this beautiful energy of the new earth that's coming here. So there needs to be a surrendering to what's happening. There needs to be a detachment to that. Because, and allowing for that to unfold and to play out the way it needs to for this birthing process to happen. So then we need to not get so caught up in the details of the dramas and spend more time connecting with our truth of who we are and why we're here.
So there's a lot of drama around the fight, right?
Yes.
And it's interesting because I hear a lot, and I'm sure Nina as well, different people that share different information. I heard several times that they said, lean back and just watch it, how it's being unfold. And, like you said, it's like being in a theater.
Yes. Yes, and you have to see it like that. And yes, our humanness is here. Yes, we want more people to see what we see because we don't want people to come to harm, because we are loving and caring beings, of course. But You have to detach from those who have decided to go down that path. All you are doing by fighting that is fighting with the new earth energies. These people have chosen that path, and you have to let go. You have to let that go. And yes, it's hard, but you chose this. You chose to be here at this time. You chose to hold these energies. You're capable of doing this, so do it. Not you personally. You're doing fine.
So how come you choose today's session and Nina as a channel to you know to get information out?
Because Nina is more aligned with that new earth energy.
Okay.
Because Nina has gone through similar birthing process recently. She knows the pain of giving to new life, new energies. She knows the sacrifice. And Nina is more able to detach herself from the drama. She's more able to detach from that. She can play in it. She can observe it. She can comment on it. But she's more able to detach from it because she knows she knows she's here to do more than get caught up in the drama. So she's a more preferable vibration for us to come through and share with you.
Is there any more information that you'd like to share with us today? Something about the upcoming, the months ahead of us or the year ahead of us?
There are thousands of beings here holding you, all of you. There are so many beings who are watching what's happening on Earth right now. There has never been more focus on planet Earth. If you could see how surrounded and supported you all are, you wouldn't be worried about anything. There are fleets. There are so many beings who are ready and willing to step up to assist. And you guys can call on them anytime. They're here. We're here. And when that connection is made, when that intergalactic connection is made, it's so wanted, so needed. They so want to have a relationship with us.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
They see us. Those who are awake, they see us. They feel us. Mm.
And may I ask a question?
Yeah.
What about those people who really want to see their galactic family or those intergalactic connections that you're speaking about? They want to feel that they want to receive information, and it seems like they are somehow blocked, or they are not able to receive that. So what would the
Not,
message be to those?
they're not ready to see.
Okay.
They're not ready to see. They think they're ready, but they're not. They need to get more open to other forms of communication. This is why these beings communicate with us in other ways. They need to get good at that. They need to get really good at that. And they need to be able to freely communicate telepathically and through synchronicity and sign, and get into a back and forth communication in that sense. They need to practice that, and they need to practice the telepathy between each other and between each other's hearts. As far as wanting to see, they think they want to see, but they energetically they're not ready.
Yeah, and you can't control the energy, or at least you have to do certain, like go through. It's almost like a school, right?
Yeah. So they're being trained
Yeah.
right now through the numbers, the synchronicities, through the waves of energy that you feel through your body, through those little moments where you feel an energy come into your space. You feel a presence with you. You hear the tone in your ears. You have to get comfortable with recognizing those things. You have to know that those things are not just sensations that come and go, that they are communications, and they are beings that are here who are communicating with you, and they are feeling you and sensing you, and you're feeling and sensing them. And this is the form of communication that you need to get good at, so that you can get to a vibration, get to a space where you can visually welcome these beings into your world.
It's so well explained. Thank you so much for that. Is there
You're
anything
welcome.
else you want to share?
So we are the Arcturian aspects that are working with Nina right now.
Wow.
This is the energy that she felt from the start. she felt us coming in. We had to come to her gently. The other week she experienced us first through the tone, and she welcomed us into her space, which we are grateful for. And we have come at this time to work with Nina.
Okay. So who's that
We can
being?
help her.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is she speaking.
So this being has a name. Nina shared her name. Yeah.
Yeah, the only way that she can decode it is through the only way that she can pronounce it, because it isn't a pronounceable name, but we can give her Auroria.
Beautiful.
That's what we can give her as a human pronounceable name.
Okay.
Other than that, we don't have names, we have vibrations.
So are we now speaking to Aurora?
Yes.
Okay, so you said you are a she.
Yes.
A female aspect.
Yes.
Or is this human like whole being like female, or does this being have also a masculine aspect?
My Arcturian aspect is female.
Okay. So could you assist us with answering some of the questions that Nina prepared for today's session?
Of course.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Nina told me about the experience she had the other day, and she said it was right before she felt the back pain again and the ankle pain. And you also said to her that she's gonna need more help around her body. So, do you have any messages surrounding her pain that she feels in her body?
Yes, this is partly the reason why I wanted to start working with her now, is that her body needs to become more balanced, so that it is of the optimal vibration to be able to handle this ascension. Her body suffered greatly when she went through the pregnancy and the birth and beyond, because she's still holding a lot of trauma in her body from that time, and she has not been in a space where she is able to release that trauma. So I wanted to come through and work with her to help her release this trauma. I am her Arcturian aspect. I am her. So I am not separate from her.
Mm-hmm.
I am the multi-dimensional aspect of her that is the Arcturian being. And I can assist her with releasing this trauma and energy that is being kept in her body from the pregnancy, the birth, and beyond.
Okay. So how and when you're gonna do that? You
It's
said she
happening
wasn't.
now.
It's happening now. Okay.
This is what we're doing. We are
Okay.
doing this now.
Okay.
We are doing this now.
Okay. So thank you for doing that, because you shared just a moment ago that she wasn't in a space to heal kind of this trauma.
She wasn't ready to.
She wasn't ready.
be able to release this trauma in her body.
Okay.
This trauma had to, it was showing her something. It was showing her what can happen when,
Wow. Mm-hmm.
showing her what can happen when people experience this trauma and the aftermath, so that she could, Nina is helping, or going to be helping people who have experienced similar problems.
Okay.
So she needed to experience, not only the trauma, but the aftermath of the trauma of this sort of thing that can happen to the human body when these higher vibrational light beings are coming into our the human body is not made to hold such high vibrational beings.
Okay.
Nina is among many thousands of women right now who are having to carry through these beings. And the human body was never made to carry such high vibrations in the third density.
Wow. So how can we help ourselves? How can those women help themselves with overcoming that pain, or to handling with the conditions that are being caused by this not being able to hold this vibration physically?
Well, this is part of why Nina had this experience, because she needed to have the experience so that she can go on and teach women how to handle pregnancy in this way. We're just going to stop for a second.
Okay.
Nina needs to use the restroom.
I had that same feeling, and I was thinking about like I had this same thought, this same like, yeah. Okay, so slowly, just really
Yeah,
slowly connect to your
it's okay.
physical body again.
We're
And
giving her body back now so that she will
okay,
be able to do this.
so we take a few nice deep breaths and relax. And
We're
just
already here
connect.
again.
Okay.
It's already starting again. It's fine. There was no disconnection. If anything, there was just a strengthening of connection.
Yeah,
Yes.
great. Thank you. It's so
Oh,
nice to connect with you today. Yeah.
there was an amount of energy that was in the. We were working on the sacral, and that needed to be released before we started. So I was saying that Earth has never experienced the vibration of beings that is coming into Earth right now. It's never experienced the high vibrational babies that are being born, and women's bodies have never taken in these vibrations before either. This is why we're seeing an increase in hyperemesis, and you will see an even greater increase in hyperemesis. And this is why Nina had this experience, because she is one of the beings that is going to assist women in transitioning into the new Earth way of giving birth to children on Earth.
Wow.
So Nina had to have this experience to be able to completely change the way women deal with pregnancy and childbirth.
So Nina can let go of any feeling of, being responsible for the problems
Oh,
with
Nina is
teeth.
absolutely she is celebrated for coming in to Earth and being one of these women that has gone through this experience and also chosen to be a leader in changing how this happens. Nina is celebrated on dimensions for being this volunteer. She has no idea. She has no idea what she chose to do, to come here to do. She is celebrated for doing this. She is so brave.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd screaming and like, yeah, go Nina.
She is absolutely celebrated for doing this.
Wow.
Her conscious mind is having a lot of trouble accepting this, but it is the truth. And she's ready to know this now.
Yeah.
We've released a lot of energy from the sacral. She has been keeping a tremendous amount of trauma in this area. This is where she has what you call a mummy tummy.
Mm-hmm.
She has been holding this in this area for the last few years. She was even holding this energy in this area before Marnie came in. Her body was preparing for this energy to come in. So we've been releasing that for the past 10 minutes. There was a lot in there.
Is this now being cleared?
Yes.
So, if appropriate, I'd like to ask more about Nina's physical conditions, headaches, bowel issues. Is there any info about that? Or is
The
that
bowel issues are connected to the trauma that has happened in the sacral, in the womb.
okay?
This is all connected to this area and also to her personal power. These three chakras have been greatly impacted by the experience Nina had. This is why the bowel has been impacted, but also Nina's diet has been greatly impacted because of this experience as well. So she's not being helping this area. We suggest that Nina does a clearing of her bowel. We also suggest that Nina gives her digestive system a rest, first for 7 days, then for 10 days, then for 2 weeks, then for 1 month. This needs to be an ongoing process. She needs to flush this energy out of her digestive system. When she does this in this way, and she's done it before, she has fasted, she has juiced before. When she does this, she is going to heal her bowel. She's going to heal all parts of her body that have been impacted from this pregnancy. So we suggest that she does this gradually and consciously and carefully and lovingly for herself. And it's not only going to help her digestive system, it's going to help all of her systems in her body to recalibrate. It's time. It's time for her to take care of herself again. She does not need to be trapped in this form of self-harm she's been in, essentially, since the pregnancy. This self-harming relationship with food. She does not need to punish herself anymore for her relationship with food and how it was impacted from the pregnancy. She can heal this. She can do it for herself, and she can also do it for Marnie. Because this is going to help Marnie and her issues with her teeth. The more Nina pays attention to healing her relationship with food, the more that in turn will heal Marnie and her relationship with food. When Marnie sees Nina having healthier habits, Marnie will want to do that too.
Yeah, thank you so much. I just felt before I wanted to add something to everything that's going on in her Nina's life. I really want her guides, you, dear Arcturians. I know you're gonna help her, that she will meet the right people, that she will receive all the informations that she needs to, like for her digestion system, for her nutrition, whatever she needs for her and for her daughter to, that she is healthy, she will receive that, like what she experienced with her holistic dentist a couple
Yes.
of days ago, weeks, that's it,
Yes. They were aligned at exactly the right point
mm,
when Nina is getting to the space where she's coming out of the initial trauma, the initial shock of what happened. And it has taken almost 5 years for her to get out of that initial shock. Her whole body, her whole being went into shock after that experience. She's just coming out of that shock now. So she's able to start healing these areas, and she's going to start aligning with the people who are going to be able to assist her with that.
it's fantastic.
We're just doing her esophagus now. Her esophagus has been greatly affected by the sickness.
Okay. So you're working on that right now?
Yes, we're just working on that.
Okay. So does Nina need some time to
No, I can
experience
keep.
that?
I can.
You can keep
No, I
talking.
can keep talking. It's okay. I
Okay.
was just letting you know.
Okay. Thank you so much. Nina was wondering about the tiredness as well, and is this something personally, or is this something that she feels from the collective, like collectively? Because a lot of people feel the sadness, exhaustion from this current situation. Can you share that with her a little bit about that tiredness?
Of course, you're all tired. You're tired of human life. Of course, you're tired. You're tired of it. You're tired of the nonsense. You're tired of the unconsciousness. Of course, you're exhausted with it all. You can see exactly what's going on. Of course, you're going to be tired. Allow yourself to be tired. It's okay.
Yeah, I was looking for answers when something physical is happening.
No, you're tired of human nonsense. You're tired of human life. You're tired of seeing people suffering. You're tired of the planet suffering.
Okay, so thank you for that. And Nina has another question about, she's struggling greatly with feelings of being on her own with a young child and not having anyone to share this life and this experience
Mm.
with. And she'd like to ask you for some help with that. And what does she need to know about it? And what does she need to heal there?
Yeah, she has so much love. She has so much love to give. And she doesn't know where to put it. It's all inside of her, and she has been giving it to herself, but she can give it to herself more. And this is why we're doing this session today, because she's realizing that there is more that she can be doing for herself. There is more love that she can be giving to herself. All of this is preparing her for the great love that she has and she deserves. The more she comes into alignment with herself, the more she will come into alignment with her love.
What does her higher self want her to know the most right now?
She will allow the higher self to come in. This. All of this.
What else do you want, right?
My higher self's a hoot.
Just feel it.
Stay in that joy. Stay in that place of joy. Bring that joy and light to the world. Keep doing that. Keep bringing that in. It's powerful. It's more powerful than you realize. Keep bringing that joy in. And there's, yeah, Nina has a healing journey to go on with herself over these next couple of years, to bring herself into alignment fully, to bring in that true love in her life. And she's also got this huge impact that she's having on the world at the moment. But as that goes forward, that will develop into this, the energy, the information that their Aurora was showing her. As she goes on this path of healing herself, she will advance herself enough to a place where she's going to be able to start forming ways to assist women with pregnancies similar to her own, that are ushering in these higher vibrational beings. She'll be able to start doing sessions for these women having these pregnancies, to bring them more into alignment, to raise their vibration enough so that they're going to be able to have as comfortable the rest of their pregnancy as they can. And as the medical industry shifts out, the one that you know, the new ways of bringing humans into the world will shift, and Nina has a big role in that, although her conscious mind still cannot accept that. That is part of her path, and a big part. So that's probably what I want her to know right now.
So, what does Nina need to know so that she can, you know, move even higher and higher into this higher state of being? You know, you shared a lot information today, so is there anything else connected to that? You know, maybe any DNA activations that you could do for her spiritual and healing abilities? You know,
Well,
is there anything
working with the
available?
Arcturian, working with the Arcturians today has shown her that this aspect of her has this hands-on energy healing ability that Nina also has. This is going to activate this within her today. She will be able to continue doing this sort of hands-on healing with herself, but she'll also be able to do this with others, especially with the women and the pregnancies. She will be able to transmute some of that energy. This is going to be one of her roles when she does these sessions with women. So yes, this hands energy work is going to be something that Nina is going to be developing over the next wee while with her connection with her Arcturian aspects. Yes, her psychic abilities are going to continue to advance exponentially, and Nina is resistant to putting names, labels onto that, and she quite rightly is. She doesn't need to label it. You know, she doesn't need to announce it from the rooftops. It's just part and parcel of the work. The more you advance in this work, the more your abilities advance. It's just the other aspects of you working through you through the work. And the higher you raise your vibration, the more you'll be able to do it. And the same with you, Suzana. The more you do these sessions, the more your abilities, the more you're going to become comfortable with your abilities, which you have. Your psychic abilities, your visions, and in fact, you and Nina have very, very similar, slightly different in some ways, but similar abilities. You're just activating these. Each time you do one of these sessions with people, you're activating more and more of these internal abilities through your connection with your higher self. So that's just going to continue for both of you.
So that means that Nina will have more awareness of these activations happening.
Yeah, they're just going to come. They're going to come along at the right moments, and they're just going to develop. It's not going to be like bang switching on a light bulb. It's just she's going to get used to them more and more, like the recent ones with the being able to pick up on the client's ailments before they come into each other's space. This is, as was described the other day by her client, this is a resonance. This is them vibrating at the same frequency to come to each other's experience, to resonate the same frequency and show each other the same blockages or energies that may be trapped within their systems. She's going to keep having these abilities. That doesn't mean that she needs to be worried about becoming ill. This is more, as with you, Suzana, with your back, this is more to do with the communication with the body and the communication with the body and the energies that are within you.
Perfect.
And they're learning to listen to your body. They're learning to listen to your body when it tells you to stop doing the thing that you're doing, or you're going to be in pain. So it's about the communication that you can have with the body, and the communication that your energy is having with your clients.
Ask this final question: if there's anything that could be of help for the ascension process that people are going through, for the light workers, is there anything that wants to come through, anything else except what you have already shared?
Yeah, Nina. First, I want to explain why Nina saw what she saw, and felt what she felt. That energy came in very, very strongly for her, very, very early on, because she was so open to it. She felt both the pain of the human collective, and also the power and the beauty of the new earth energy, both at the same time, because they are both one and the same. And like you very beautifully described, Suzana, it is the birthing process of Mother Earth, which is also very connected to Nina's journey of her birthing process of Marnie. So it's all very beautifully intertwined. The birthing process of the new earth, which can be the title for this session. So yes, Nina needed to experience both of those energies within her system, because it is essentially the same energy, and that needs to be understood by the light workers, the way showers, so that they can rest a little more. And so not so they can step down or stop doing what they're here to do, so that they can step into the role that they're here to play, so that they can step outside and connect with that heart connection to Gaia, because she is calling on them. This is why Nina was called to go outside and sit with Gaia for so long yesterday. This needs to happen more. You need to stop being inside, staring at your screens, getting terrified and frustrated because people are getting vaccinated. You need to step outside, connect with your heart, connect with Gaia, connect with that new earth energy, connect with all of that energy, and allow the pain to come up through you. This is what we showed Nina yesterday. This is the pain that came up through her yesterday when she was sitting outside. Allow that to release through you. That is part of your jobs as the transmuters of this energy.